Hey you guys, we're going to read DuckRabbit today. This is such a funny book, and then we're going to do some writing with it. So as we're reading the book, I want you to think about if you think this is a duck or a rabbit. So before we read anything, I want you to look at it and what's the first thing that comes to your mind, duck or rabbit? Okay. Hey, look, it's a duck. That's not a duck, it's a rabbit. Are you kidding me? It's totally a duck. It's for sure a rabbit. Do they have any reasons why they think that yet? No. See? Here's his bill. What are you talking about? Those are ears, silly. Can you see both ways? Those are their reasons. It's a duck and he's about to eat a piece of bread. Yum, yum. It's a rabbit and he's about to eat a carrot. Wait, listen. Do you hear that? I heard duck sounds. Quack, quack. That's funny. I distinctly heard rabbit sounds. Sniff, sniff. Now the duck is wading through the swamp. No, the rabbit is hiding in the grass. There, see? It's flying. Flying. It's hopping. The little motions they made with the ears. You guys know how I love when authors do this, when they write it this way. Look, the duck is so hot, he's getting a drink. No, the rabbit is so hot, he's cooling his ears off. Here, look at the duck through my binoculars. Sorry, still a rabbit. Here, ducky, ducky, ducky. Here, you cute little rabbit. Oh, great, you scared him away. I didn't scare him away, you scared him away. You know, maybe you're right. Maybe it was a rabbit. Thing is, now I actually think it's a duck. They convinced each other that they were right. Now they believe each other. Well, anyways, now what do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do? Hey, look, an anteater. That's not an anteater, that's a brachiosaurus. Uh-oh, here we go again. The end. Look at the back, what they did with the barcode. Hey, look, it's a zebra. Isn't that cute? So now what we're going to do is, in your packet, you have two papers. You have a duck or a rabbit, and then you also have this paper that says duck or rabbit. So the first thing you need to do, you need to decide if you think it's a duck or rabbit. And then I want you to color this like it was a duck or a rabbit. So if you thought it was a duck, maybe make an orange or yellow bill. Maybe make a green head or keep it white. Whatever you think ducks have on their face, do that. If you think it's a rabbit, you need to color it like a rabbit. Maybe make a pink nose, whiskers, pink in the ears, anything you can do. And then we're going to use the details that you drew to write your opinions in this paper. Okay, so go do that now. All right, you guys. So I colored it like a rabbit, but if you color it like a duck, that's fine too. It's whatever you think. And now I'm going to use my paper to write my opinion paper. So I'm going to think of two reasons why this is a rabbit. So I might say it has whiskers and a pink nose, or it has pink ears, something like that, to write my paper. So if you have this next to you, keep it next to you and then get your paper out. So the first thing we're going to do is we need to write an opening. So they want to know, do we think it's a duck or a rabbit? So we can say, in my opinion, I think it's a rabbit, or I think it's a rabbit. I'm going to say it's definitely a rabbit because I want to convince the person that's reading this that I want them to believe it's a rabbit too by the end. So I'm going to write that, and then I want you to write it, and then I'll see you in a second. Okay, so I wrote, I think it is definitely a rabbit with an exclamation point because I want them to know I am serious and I really think it's like that and I'm excited about it. Then I need to think of a reason why. So in my picture, this one has whiskers. Do ducks have whiskers? No. So I can say it's a rabbit because it has a nose. I can say a pink nose. That's even better. A pink nose and whiskers. And then I need to think of a good detail for that. Do ducks have pink noses and whiskers? No. So I can say a duck has a bill because I want to use a science word for it. So I'm going to go ahead and write my first reason and detail. And then I want you to think about your picture and I want you to do the same thing. So I wrote, it's a rabbit because it has a pink nose and long whiskers. I'm really trying to use adjectives to describe my nouns here. Then for my detail, I put ducks have bills, not whiskers, and I put an exclamation point. So do you have your reason and detail? We're going to move on to the next one. So the next thing that I drew pink inside of the ears, and the rabbit is white. So rabbits can be lots of different colors, but I made mine white. And sometimes ducks are white, so I have to be careful with my detail. So I'm going to say that, I can't say it's a rabbit again because that would be super boring. So I can say ducks have small ears. This rabbit has long ears with pink in the middle. Should I do that? I'm going to write that. You write your last detail and reason, and I'll see you in a sec. So I wrote, ducks have small ears, but rabbits have long ears with pink inside. So that's my last one. You could have even colored a background to this, like grass or sun, and you could have used that for your details too. Because ducks live in the water and rabbits don't. So if you were a duck, that would be a good reason for you. So now I have to think of a closing. Now I'm trying to convince people that it's really a rabbit. I don't want them to think it's a duck because I'm trying to convince them that it's a rabbit. So my closing needs to have that. So my opening says, I think it's definitely a rabbit. So now I can say, these are the reasons why I think it's a rabbit. Or, after reading all this, don't you think it's a rabbit too? So try to think of an interesting closing, or you can use one of mine, and I'll see you in just a sec. So I wrote, after reading this, don't you think it's a rabbit too? So that's going to be my closing. Always, you can write more if you want. If you want to do more reasons and details, you can, but I'm just going to have you do 2 with your closing, and then save your art with it. And this is something we would do in class. So I hope you had fun with this week, and I can't wait to see who has ducks and who has rabbits. You can email, put it in Seesaw, or text me if you think it's a duck or a rabbit. All right, guys, have a great week. Bye.